All right, I'm doing the brakes here. I noticed that there was a vice grip, and vice grips are not part of your brake system. Somehow I saw it while running past it. I saw this super rusty vice grip pinched down on here. So the caliper, you see that video here of how bad it was and us laughing at it. This is another day. I got the new wheel stud, new caliper for this side, and new rotor. Yeah, this was pretty toast. I could barely get it off. It was so rusted on there. So I tried to clean it up, used a screwdriver, you know, in here, getting the rust out, scraping with a screwdriver. And I hammered this out, and now I will put this in, and I have a tool for that.
So you hear your boy yelling from the other side of the shop. How fucked up is fucked up?
So on this side, this pin was stuck. So what I did was I hit it in, I put the bolt back in it, and I twisted it and like reversed it out, like try to pull it out as I was turning it. And luckily this wasn't too stuck. Wherever the pin is, I cleaned it off with a bench grinder that has a brush on it, and I cleaned off all the rust and crap, and now I'm gonna put grease on both these. I used a file and cleaned out these because I'm gonna reuse this and just slap the pads on it. I'm trying to spend as little as possible since this is my own vehicle. I'm not going crazy, but I do want it to be right. I cleaned off the pad because it was pretty screwed up. I like rubbed it into the floor. This one's almost like brand new. This one's a little smaller. This was the inside. Maybe the caliper was stuck on a little bit, or the pad could have been a little stuck in the bracket. So I had to use a washer because there wasn't enough threads, because this is tight in here. So now this is like a bearing, it just spins, and I just tighten this nut up. I lube this up, make sure it'll slide easy, pull right through. I didn't put the parking brake shoes on now because they were all rusted, and the backing plates are all rusted. And this was cut anyways, like right there, it's cut. So I really have nothing to work with, so I'm gonna put this all together now. I'm gonna take this caliper off and put the new caliper on. I'm gonna leave that on for now until I get ready to bleed it. So as I was saying, that this light bulb was melted, and I hit it with the flap disc to smooth it out. The bulb was like completely just blown out. So I put a new bulb, making room, put a couple holes in there, drain the water out because there was water in there. I mean, also it wasn't in right, so that doesn't help. I got the van on a lift today, and I got some parts on here which are pretty important. The wheel shakes and there's a clunk in the front end. So what it is the steering shaft is really loose. It's like a joint like this, and it's really loose, almost gonna fall apart bad. So I got that, a pitman arm and an idle arm, because they're all bad. They're all loose. You turn the wheel here, there's a lot of play. It's hard to see on camera or feel it on camera because you're not going with it, but it is bad. So the steering wheel is like this. It's not straight driving down the road. So it's gonna need an alignment. This rack is a little old and this is a little too big, so I'm gonna have to do the alignment somewhere else, have someone do it for me. But I'm gonna replace the parts and put the new tires and brakes and all that stuff on before that. But for today, it's a pitman arm, idle arm, steering shaft. It's going to be about a day's work. Rusty old thing. We'll see how it goes. So you can see that different wider groove in there. It could only go on one way. And this side is also grooved. Just the shape is not a normal circle. It's got two flat sides. So I brushed off the bolts there to try and clean them up, because if you turn, you see the back side of the bolt there, and the one on the bottom is down there. So I'm gonna try and take this off first, because it's gotta come out, it's gonna be replaced. So I'm gonna try and work the bolt. I'm gonna try and tighten it first, then loosen it and tighten it and just be very gentle. I don't wanna just try and buzz it right off. It might just snap. And then I'll have to cut it. One bolt came out, used a little PB blaster to make sure it's lubricated. See? No problems there. This one I'm just using a straight socket right onto the bolt there. What I did was I hammered the extension straight on, tried to just hammer it a few times before I tightened it, and then went back and forth. Since the steering shaft is bad, I put my pry bar on the joint in there and I hit it with a hammer. That way I went through like here and hit it off of the steering box. It looks like there should be a cooler or something here. I'm just gonna disconnect the hose here because I don't wanna take it off of the top of the box. I don't think that line's gonna unscrew very nicely, wherever it is, up there. Disconnect the other line, wherever that goes, for the steering box. And then take the 3 bolts out. Oh yeah, and take that off, lubed it up. I'm gonna pull the cotter pin out, take that off, and then those 3 bolts for the steering box, and it should come out, and I could deal with this big nut here on the bench and replace this, because I can't really show you right now, but this is real loose. And there's the idler arm, looking pretty crusty. It's really loose. So the cotter pin, they can be tough. This one's pretty rusty. What I did was I took this pick and I put it in here. I think I actually hit here gently. I try to move it one way or the other. Sometimes I hit this end, but it moved a little bit, so I put this in there after I hit it in one way, and then got this to pull it back out. Then I just grabbed it real tight and like pry it on the nut, like grabbing it and trying to like pry, and that pulled it out, and I was able to grab it and then took the nut off. I made a little mess here, but that's off. And now I'm taking this nut off. I couldn't get my pickle fork in there, so I'm using one of these pullers. Be careful, it's gonna probably pop off. Steering box is out. The line actually came out really nice and easy. I could have taken that line off, but since it was already cut, I figured there's not too much to wiggle out of there. It's flexible. So, gonna have to break this loose. I'm gonna clean this all off. And there's 2 different I think it's a pitman arm. There's 2 different ones. One has four of these on it. I ordered both because I don't know which this one has, if it has 4 or 3 in like a Y pattern or a cross pattern. So I got both, and the idler arm is just, I guess, the same for all of them. So this was really loose. So use an impact, zap that off, and then use one of those like pitman arm pullers. I'm gonna try mine from Harbor Freight. There's also this kit we have here. I might need to use that one. I think we have a pitman arm puller somewhere in the shop too. But I'm gonna try that other one. If not, you could also cut down here. You don't want to cut into the steering gear, the shaft here, but you could break it loose. You know, I could notch it 2 places or just try one place. It might give it enough like release to pop off. So I put a little never sees on here. I'm going to torque it down. I cleaned off the threads and everything again, and the nut and the washer. Make sure everything is nice and clean. I'm going to torque it. It's like 180 something. I'm going to double check. And then, yeah, I'm going to kind of clean this off a little bit. Scrape it into the garbage. Put the boot back on, and then install this back into the vehicle. So, put some new bolts in there. And down there. With a little bit of Loctite on the end. Tighten up the fitting back there. I have a power steering leak in one of these lines that was repaired. So I'm not gonna connect that until I make sure everything's okay and I do that repair. But the new pitman arm is installed, and I had to get a little fitting and a cotter pin, a new one. So that's torqued down. Everything's torqued down. These were like 110. That was like 45 or something. That was like 45 foot-pounds. It's all foot-pounds. And that was like 22 foot-pounds. So I tightened them all down. I try to put the wheel straight and the steering wheel straight and make that so the wheel before was like this instead of straight. So it's still gonna need an alignment. I'm gonna do all these grease fittings when I'm done, like grease everything up, grease the new stuff. But now I'm going to replace the idler arm. So I'm gonna take out this cotter pin, loosen this, break that off, like break the, you know what I mean? Pop it off, and then 2 bolts there that look pretty sorry, so I'm gonna take my time getting those 2 out. Make sure the part looks the same before I take it out. So here's the idler arm, and this is idler bracket. So see, there's play in there. I feel it clunking around, but this has a bit of play in there. So, new one of these, and I got a new one of these. So this suspension in the front is going to be tight as can be, as long as the steering gear isn't too loose. But it's still going to be, it was clunking and it was terrible. So I'm glad that's coming.